And that should put us live. Today, everybody, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Oblivion Remastered. This is like a live review, going to be a bit more conversational. So if you are tuning in after you're watching the VOD, there will be timestamps down below about all the different things we talk. But I've put about 30 hours into this game, and Oblivion Remastered has now put, I think, Oblivion closer to Skyrim on the pedestal. I've always preferred Oblivion just because I prefer the world, but at the end of the day, Skyrim is probably a better game. It controls better, it feels better to play. The leveling up system is better because the original leveling up system in Oblivion wasn't great. But they did change a lot in this remaster slash remake. It's still in this weird middle ground where I think it is the base game running underneath UE5, so it's technically the same game, so it's not actually a remake, it's just a remaster. But anyway, I'm going to take you through all the little different parts of Oblivion and what I like, what I dislike, and we'll show off, talk about things in depth, like the dungeons, the leveling, just the overall feel of the game. Stuff like the quest lines, do I think they're good? Is the writing good? Do they do anything to establish any characters? Because that is a big problem that I actually have sitting here playing it. So we'll talk about this all. I just want to make sure the audio is properly balanced. It should be. I don't know. We'll just take a guess here that it is all balanced. And if it isn't, let me know in the chat. But yes, this music is absolutely top-notch. And I love it. So we'll just jump in. I'll show you my character. I'll show you my save, everything I have going. I just beat the arena quest line because I wanted the armor, which I then realized is kind of obsolete. But here we go. So I'll show you my character off here. I'm a dark elf, mage, spell sword kind of thing. I'm level 21. And here's my gear. I have a long sword of the Dynamo. And then I'm using the Imperial Dragon stuff because it just looks cool. I mean, come on. Just look at how cool I look. And I honestly want to start with the graphics because that's just the first thing that's sort of popping into my head here. And this is a weird one because overall I think this game looks amazing. It really does. I think they did a great job. But there's just a lot of weird graphical effects and strange, firstly, performance issues, but also just weird things like, is it going to show it here? I'm not sure if it will. I think it was the screen space reflection. So let me hop over to the thing. So I'm playing in performance mode. I was actually dipping between performance and quality. And I was playing on quality for a while until I realized that quality drops below 30 FPS fairly consistently, which I don't like, but it does look significantly better. Now, maybe this isn't the best scene to show it off. I'll move out a bit here. I might even change the time of day just to properly show it off here. But there's just some strange graphical effects. Mostly with, like, weird lighting where... Like, look at that reflection over there. It's stuff like that that just make this game look a bit off a lot of the time. And you can see the shadows off in the distance, like, are... I don't know. There's just some weird problems with it. So let me actually... Oh, I can't wait while enemies are... Oh, we have a mud crab. He's going to get one shot. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll wait until morning time, and then maybe we'll be able to show off the lighting a bit better. So, now we just have to wait, as I've done a lot in this. So, will it show it off here? Oh, yeah. Like, look. That's a beautiful game. And overall, that is the impression that I'm leaving with. But it still does have some problems. Now, this is quality mode. Or, yeah, quality mode. But there's weird things like randomly there'll be light shafts through trees when there shouldn't be. And, I don't know, just weird graphical effects. Also, the artifacting, which I believe is the right term for it, around certain character models and armor sets, look a bit off. So, by default, screen space reflections are on. And let me see if this will show it. Look, this is what the screen space reflections do. See what it does to the sword and the armor, or the shadow of the sword? That was the first weird graphical effect that I noticed. It reflects onto the water, and I don't know why. So I would just recommend you turn that off anyway. But we'll continue in performance mode. But that's just a little thing about the graphics. I think they did a great job updating all the character models, all the enemy models. I mean, look at this armor. It looks absolutely deadly. They also added in, like, unique animations for different weapons, which is crazy. When an enemy... Do I have a dagger on me? Let me see. I actually do. So, will it show up? So, like, a charged attack with a dagger is a backhanded stab instead of just a slash, which is cool. And then, I believe... Let me see. There. Like, there's actually a combo with the attack. And when you play this game in third person, and let me know if anyone else agrees, because I picked up on this straight away. When you play this game in third person, it really looks and feels like the Elder Scrolls Online, which I don't think is a bad thing, but it really does. It doesn't feel like Oblivion. Just the way there's a bit of weight with the animation of the character reminds me a lot of the Elder Scrolls Online. So that's basically it for the graphics. I think it's overall, while it has problems, it is great. Now, one thing that I will have to touch on is that the performance is a bit all over the place. Now, they've released, I think, a couple of patches, and some of the time, look, you can sort of see where the artifact in there on the really wispy grass. I'm trying to show it off. Obviously, this is a stream, so you might be able to see. But, oh, hi, Vasi, yeah. I feel like the performance has been improved somewhat, but it still has problems. I want to see if I can... where can I show this off? Where are the enemies? There's no enemies near me. I want to see if I can find them. I don't know how I could show off the performance. But you can even see here, like there, like there's hitches. It happens constantly. It doesn't run at a consistent frame rate, even in quality mode, which is a shame. And that is, I think, realistically the biggest problem that the game has. The fact that this is, I know it's UE5 and it has all these crazy high-res textures and assets and really fancy lighting, and there is a lot to render, of course, as you can see. There you go, like this, like the game just hitched there big time. And that's just... What is that? I thought all the gates of Oblivion are closed. I beat the main story. Oh yeah, I beat the main story, by the way. And I will go into that later. The main story, oh boy. It's not great. Not that most Bethesda games have good stories, but I think this one specifically has a lot of problems. Oh, was that just dying? I'm going for like a spell sword kind of build. So I have all these magical spells. And I love this wheel. I would love if, and I presume you can get a mod for this, but maybe not on console. Or maybe you can. I would love this this wheel to be introduced to Skyrim, because it would make it so much better. Because it's just so quick. But like, that's just one last thing on the graphics. You know, just look at this. And one thing... Oh, Arlo's barking. One thing I think I have to close the curtains on for Arlo. Because he's going to be barking. Give me 2 seconds. Stop barking. Yeah, there's people out like painting. Not painting the front of our house, but just painting out the front. And he barks at them when they walk by the window. He doesn't like it. But, yeah, one thing I want to talk about with the story of Skyrim, or with a lot of Bethesda games, especially the older ones. Now, I do have to preface this by saying, look, I understand this is an old game. There will always be problems and things might feel fairly primitive. And there's a lot of systems in this game that do feel like that. But I think the worst offender of it is honestly the story. And any form of story, not the main, not just the main story, the secondary quests, the faction quest lines, is that they do not establish characters whatsoever. There is characters. One specifically in the main quest line, Martin Septim, is voiced by Sean Bean, I believe, and amazing voice actor. Really great performance. But every single NPC is a quest, like a person that gives you quests, and that's it. They're not characters. And I think that's the biggest problem from a story standpoint that I ran into. But another problem with the main story specifically is the mission structure is awful. The mission structure near the end of it is dreadful. There's basically comes a point where, and I guess this is spoilers for the mission structure, where you have to basically bring in all of the little towns and stuff to help you fight the big bad evil Oblivion gates. And when you go to every single one of them, I think bar one, they say, oh yeah, we'd love to help you, but there's an Oblivion gate outside, please clear it. And then you have to clear like 5-6 Oblivion gates, and it highlighted, well, a problem I already knew and obviously wasn't fixed with the remake, is that all the caves, all the forts, all the Oblivion gates get repetitive very, very quickly. Like, I mean, within the first 5 hours, you have basically seen every single thing that this game has to offer in the way of dungeon variety and stuff like that. So then that means I had done a couple of random Oblivion gates, and when it came to doing these story-based Oblivion gates, I had already seen the layouts. Because what I presume they did was they built the Oblivion gates, the story ones, and then just recreated a load of them through some random number generator kind of thing. So I think all bar like maybe 1 or 2 weren't unique to me at that point. And doing however many it was, 6 Oblivion gates back to back to back, was not fun. It was actually really, really boring. And it made the final stretch of the game just repetitive and not great. And obviously I had done it before, so I knew what was happening. But it's also the fact that there was no like characters that kind of had me interested. So that is, I believe, a massive problem with this. And that's just in general. Like, I have seen this layout of sort of crypt dungeon kind of thing maybe 10 or 15 times already. And I haven't even done that much. Can I open up my map here? Like, as you can see, here are all the locations I've discovered. A lot of the map I haven't really explored because, well, 1, I've done a lot of it before. But 2, like, this cave probably feels fairly similar to that cave. Probably feels fairly similar to that cave. Probably feels fairly similar to that cave. And this cave. And that cave. And whatever. And this fort. And that fort. Well, that's a house. But this fort. And this fort. And that fort. And the fort that I'm in. All sort of feel the same. Unfortunately, this is where I think Oblivion, like, dancing around whether or not this is a remake or a remaster. I believe it's now a remaster. I would have originally said it was a remake, but I think it's things like that where, now, I think for the price you pay and what you get out of this, it's great. I've absolutely loved the 30 hours I've put into this game. But obviously, I'm reviewing a game, so I do need to talk about the problems. And I think I would have loved to see, even if they charged more money for it, if they somehow just went in and rejigged the dungeon layout so that, yeah, I'm not saying create whole new dungeons, but I don't know. Again, I'm no game developer, so I don't know how much effort this would take, but just go in and just make a couple more layouts so they're not as repetitive, you know? But that's basically all the sort of negatives that I would talk about in Oblivion. Because the rest of it is, it's just a wonderful, magical experience that obviously I have a lot of nostalgia for because I love this game. But one thing that I want to hit home is that I've been going through a fairly rough time over the past couple of weeks. Past couple of months now, because I started a job that I absolutely hate, but unfortunately I have to do it. And it's just not fun. It's mind-numbing. And over the past couple of weeks, obviously we've had Oblivion and Clair Obscur come out. And I love both of them. And Clair Obscur is a game that is really somber. And as much as I love that game, I love the combat system, I don't play it for that long because I'm just a bit miserable right now. And I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. This is just me explaining this story to you. Where basically, I can't really play much Clair Obscur as much as I'm loving it. It's very dark, very dire. But Oblivion isn't that. Yes, there's Oblivion gates popping off everywhere and the world is being ravaged by demons and all this crap. But there is a magical feeling to this game, and it's mindless in a good way. I almost don't want to use the word mindless because I think that could be misconstrued, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about. What I mean about sort of the mindlessness of Oblivion is that you can sit down after a hard day or a long day or just any day, it doesn't really matter, and just get lost. You're switching your brain off to a certain extent, but you're not switching your brain off in a bad way. You're almost being transported into something that is a feeling that I got back in 2006 when I played this. And ultimately, that's the feeling that I will be leaving this game with. Like, I've sat down and after work or before work or whatever way my shifts were, and just got lost in this world. And I've been planning on making content on it. But that is a magical thing that can't be understated, and it's something that almost every single Bethesda game can do, has done, and fingers crossed will do in the future, because Starfield certainly didn't do that. But that is the feeling that I will leave Oblivion with. Now, they did do a lot more changes, or make a fair few changes to the game. Excuse me. Overall, it feels better. Movement isn't as floaty. You can now sprint, which is a massive thing. The biggest change that they did is change the leveling system. So in the original Oblivion, the leveling system was a bit all over the place because, and I probably will get some of this wrong, there's some great videos out there explaining it. So you pick your major and minor skills. And they're the things that you do with the different star signs when you're making your class and stuff. So here I went for the spell sword, blade, block, heavy armor, alteration, destruction. As you can see, I didn't really use alteration or illusion, restoration. So they're like the things that I used. But a problem that you could potentially have run into is that in Oblivion, the original, there's these other skills: armor, athletics, alchemy, acrobatics, mercantile, security, sneak, speechcraft, these kind of things that don't really affect combat. And you could accidentally level those skills up and end up at like level 7, and then the world scales to you being level 7, and all the enemies are level 7. But because you didn't really use, say you're using blunt weapons, because you didn't use blunt weapons that much, you missed out on raising your blunt skill, and then you ended up being really weak in comparison. Yes, your athletics, you were jumping and sprinting around like a madman, but you couldn't kill anything, and that was a problem. They seem to have removed that almost entirely now, and it's mostly because of this. So, again, I might get some of this wrong, but in the original, when you leveled up, you got a couple of options of like +5 in different attributes, in these attributes when you leveled up. And how you would get the option to do that is by leveling these skills that govern these attributes. So I believe strength in the original was like blade, block, heavy armor, maybe blunt weapons as well. They were the things that governed strength. So if you upgraded a couple of them in a level, you would end up with being able to do a +5 into strength. But on the flip side, you can also mess that up, where you could maybe only get increases in like endurance, personality, and speed because of the skills that you leveled up. And then all of a sudden you're just weak because you're not dealing more damage, or you don't have more magic. Instead, you're like, can run quicker or have more health, you know? So that was a problem. They seem to have removed that. So now when you level up, you actually just get attributes to put in, just like any other RPG. Now you can do a +5, and then +3. You can only choose 3 skills per level, or 3 attributes per level to level up. So they seem to have fixed that. So it's a lot more like Skyrim's leveling system, which I think lends itself to what I want from a Bethesda game. I don't want the Bethesda game to be something that challenges me in any real way, because I was actually only talking to my friend about this, whereas like we have all these classifications and genres for different things, and to be honest, I think most genres are useless, because if you tell somebody what, like, oh yeah, it's a Souls-like, if they don't know what a Souls game is, then what does a Souls-like mean? What does a roguelike mean? What does a roguelite mean? You know, these sort of things, I think, you know, you end up getting in the weeds with a lot of it, okay? But just for the sake of that argument and the conversation we were having, I said I would consider Oblivion and Skyrim to be open world adventure sandbox RPGs. Now I know that is a big mouthful, but just for the sake of this conversation, just let me roll with it. So obviously, for me anyway, the reason why I play Bethesda games is to just get lost in the world, to walk around, do some quests, literally just soak this in, have some fun, do some faction side quests, not really care too much about story, not really care too much about even characters, to be honest. I know I critiqued the characters and the story near the start of this review, but that doesn't actually hold much weight in the grand scheme of things. Because in this game, I want to see this over here, whatever this weird, I don't know, structure is, and just walk over to it and see what it is. And that's where, like, the open world adventure comes from. The adventure is the forefront of these games. And Oblivion, flaws and all, gives you that adventure. And now it looks like this. And then when you come to the sandbox part, that's, you know, you basically been able to do or be whatever you want. And that's great. Because, there you go, another hitch there. Because if you think of a game like Baldur's Gate, or like a top tier RPG, like Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, Origins specifically, I have to put that out there, it is Origins. But you think of them sorts of games, and the RPG comes first. The choices you make, the conversations you have, the character that you build that is restricted, and everything matters. Like every skill point matters, every attribute matters. Whereas in Bethesda games, it's not like that. It's not, you don't need to min-max things to have fun in these games or to even get the most out of them. But so the sandbox part precedes the RPG part, because the sandbox is what I'm here for. I'm here to be able to create, like, I can go into battle here, bound gauntlets, bound helmet, put on a shield, haste. Plus, I crafted a lot of these spells. I'm also wearing heavy armor. Show me another RPG like Baldur's Gate that is a true RPG. And yes, you can mix and match classes, but there's nothing like this where you can literally do and be anything at almost any time. And that is a special feeling, and it's something unique to these games, if I'm being honest. And then, in the final part of that, is the RPG. And that's to me the least important part of these games. So I guess that's all personal preference. Okay, and I just want to show off this part. So here's the Minotaur of the Grove. And this perfectly shows off exactly what I was talking about, that adventure that I was talking about. I had never found this place in the original. Maybe this is part of a DLC pack, I don't know. But I'd never seen this when I played Oblivion for the first time. And I randomly came across this Arcane Grove, and there was 3 Minotaurs and a unicorn in it. And I was like, what the hell, a unicorn? I've never seen a unicorn. And then I walked up and the unicorn attacked me. I was like, wait, why is he attacking me? I didn't attack him. Then it turned out that I figured out that these Minotaurs were the unicorn's guardian, which is pretty interesting. And if you attack them, the unicorn attacks you. Also, if you walk up to the unicorn with your weapon out, they will attack you. But if you sneak up on the unicorn, you can get on the unicorn, and there you go, you have a mount. Now, it's a bit of a janky thing where they'll sometimes come with you when you fast travel. NPCs will attack it on sight. And also, if you fast travel while having a weapon out and spawn back in and the unicorn is there, the unicorn will attack you on sight. So it is a bit janky. But again, that's like the cool adventure part of Bethesda RPGs and why I like it. So yeah, I think this is I've literally rambled for like 24 minutes straight, but this is a phenomenal remake. I would consider it a remaster now after playing it for a long time. So apart from that, I'm reading my little notes here. I think I've covered basically everything that I want to talk about. Obviously, more things will pop up as they come along. I really love the spell crafting system, which is something I never really engaged with when I was younger. I have this super powerful spell. Like, look at this, these spells I've made. Power. I just call it power because it's power. Frost damage, fire damage, and shock damage all into one. It decimates things. I also made this one. I was trying to come up with like a naming convention for my spells, and it just... I don't know. It just flopped. So I made Froze. Where are the other ones that I made? Let me see here. No, it's not there. It is Cura, obviously named after Final Fantasy. I made another one. Haste. That's another Final Fantasy one. I just did Heal as well. So yeah, just a great game. And I recommend if you are starting this game up to play. What quest do I have here? Oh, to play a mage build of some description, because the magic is definitely the most fun part of this game. And then once you do the mage, well, I think you could do it before the Mage's Guild, but I finished the Mage's Guild questline. Then I started crafting spells and stuff. It's just so cool, and it really leans into that, like, I can do or be whatever I want to be kind of thing. Because that's exactly what I was doing. I was making, like, I can make so many crazy spells. I don't really want to do it right now, but I can. So, hope there's some Nern root around here. Now, this portion of the video, we're going to go over and do the Shivering Isles. Now, I believe... Buoyancy, yes. And here's a cool spell. Oh, wait, no, is this... Oh, no, I thought this was the Walk on Water spell. Do I not have that? No, I thought I had it. Do I have a scroll for it? No, water breathing. Fireball, Firestorm. Heck, I thought I had the Walk on Water spell. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Guessing we'll just swim. Kind of creeps me out though. I have a weird thing about water in games. This reminds me of playing feckin' Subnautica. That game is still to this day the scariest game I have ever played, and will forever be the scariest game that I have ever played. I can't see anything ever overtaking it. So yeah, I'll start up the Shivering Isles for the first time, just to see what it's like. This won't be a long stream, just because I got stuff to do, got videos to edit. I also have other games to play for videos. I'm playing Doom 3 for a video for Retribution. And then I'm also playing Clair Obscur, as I said, but I want something a bit more... I'm playing it like an hour every couple of days, you know. I'm taking my time with it. A strange door. Hello?
No, go away.
I'm not... No, go away. I'm...
Another one. Madness. Why? Why? Everything is wrong. It can't be done. Stay away from me. I won't go back. You can't make me go back. I'll kill you all. You're all going to die.
Stay back.
Stay away.
This one's final.
What?
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right.
Why was he squinting his eye?
I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away. Look for yourself. Their brain.
I'm going. Yep.
It's your funeral. Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy. Useless mortal meat. Walking bag of dung.
Why won't it open?
A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen.
Look at this game, like, seriously.
Rend the flesh of my foes. A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies.
Oh, there we go. Starting the Shivering Isles for the first time ever. I have no idea what this is about. I just know it's supposed to be good.
Another mortal. Quaint. Let's be civil, shall we? Please, have a seat. Please, sit.
I will do.
Yes, what can I do for you? I imagine you're here about the door? Yes, you have entered, and now you are here. Amazing. Truly. I am Haskell, Chamberlain to the Lord Sheogorath. You approach the Shivering Isles. Through the door behind me lies the realm of Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, Lord of the Never There. Because my lord wills it to be so. It poses no danger to Mundus. No compact has been violated. It is a doorway, an invitation. Perhaps you will accept it for what it is. For you? I do not know. My lord seeks a mortal to act as his champion. As for his intent, to attempt to fathom it is a foolish endeavor. His will is his own. His reality
Who's
follows
this? Is this the
suit.
Daedric god of
You are
madness
here
or
because
something?
you
Is that who it
chose
is?
to enter. You were not summoned. They entered this realm and were ill. Cured? You speak as if they are diseased. You do as you will. You may leave the way you entered. Or you may continue onward through the door behind. Who is to say? There are always... Enter or do not, but make your decision. Speak with me again when you have made up your mind.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Well,
I'll do it.
fine. I'm sure you'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, enjoy.
I will. Tourist, Shivering Isles. Also, the platinum for this game is actually really generous. It's basically just beat all this sort of... Beat the main quest line, beat the faction quest lines. And that's basically it, I think. There's like... Do the arena quest line as well, but that's like... I guess... I wouldn't really consider it a faction quest line, but it's a quest line. Oh. Is this sort of like where Morrowind is? Now, through the fringe of madness. I've entered the Shivering Isles in order to find the Lord of this realm. I must pass through the gates I have. How big is this map? That's a good size. And then I've no idea what the Knights of the Nine is, like, at all. Is there 9 realms in Tamriel? Again, I don't know. I'm not like a... Well, to be honest, I'm just not really a lore junkie for anything. Like, that's just not how I consume things. But specifically with Tamriel, even though I do love the Elder Scrolls. Are you an enemy? You are. Oh, you are one ugly fucker. Looks like something from Futurama or something. Oh, he's a Grumzite. Lol. Okay, I wonder, do I get any cool weapons or stuff? That is an interesting name for an enemy, if I am honest. I don't think I would have called an enemy that. But we move on. So has anyone else played this DLC before? Or just or played the remaster or either? I can't wait to see what Fallout 3 remaster is like. Because I think Fallout 3... I prefer the Elder Scrolls over Fallout, but I think Fallout 3 is a better game than Oblivion. Yes. I think that is true. I think Fallout does a better job of having characters than the Elder Scrolls does, full stop. I don't know if that is that a hot take, is it? I don't know. Because when I think of Skyrim, I don't think of a character. Or any character. Or when I think of Oblivion, I don't think of any character full stop. I think about the world. And the world is obviously amazing in Fallout. But there's actual characters in Fallout that I can remember. Like even your dad is probably a better character than Tiber Septim is, or Martin Septim even, sorry. So yeah, now you fall. So then you can heal and raise up your restoration skill. There you go.
Warn them. Hello, I'm Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon.
Welcome to my town. He guards the gates of madness. See for yourself. He's about to destroy a party of adventurers. They say the keys are sewn up in the gatekeeper's body. Basically, that means you're not getting in. The place was pretty deserted when I got here. Of course, once I was here, others followed. Can't say I blame them.
If you want to get close to the heretics,
Will do.
Didn't use too many big words.
Why did he just clap at me? That's another thing in Oblivion that they got spot on. I know it's the same game, but they kept all that like weird jank. I don't know if that was intentional. And the thing is, unless I play this DLC again, I won't know. Oh,
The gatekeeper. Let us handle this.
who are you?
That the best you can do?
This should be easy.
Should I be attacking him? No. I don't think so. No, please leave me alone. I didn't mean to attack you, mate. Just stay over there. It's just like a Dungeons and Dragons DLC.
I'm Fellas Sarandis. Don't breathe on me.
Why are you clapping?
Pretty scary, isn't he? Jared's planning on killing him. I don't know how. One leads to the lands of Mania, and one to Dementia. The gatekeeper makes sure no one gets in who isn't supposed to. Pretty scary. It's a nice enough place. Less dirty than others. The Gnarl are strange creatures. See you.
Can I talk to you, or are you just like... Do I have to go into the inn? I guess I do.
Hello, I'm Dreadwin. No one was running this place when I got here. They left plenty of things behind, though.
The
He
gatekeeper.
protects the gates of madness.
Real,
He'll
real,
kill
real
anyone who
minor.
gets near. Anyone except Relmina Verin. I hope I'm not dreaming.
Well, what have we here? Another hopeful whose blessing hasn't fully taken root? No, I don't think so. You're an adventurer? How disgusting. Why don't you go back the way you came?
It's a bit mean, isn't it?
The gatekeeper is my child, the consummation of Sheogorath's wisdom in the womb of my genius. It was a painful and bloody birth.
Now, while I did say earlier on in the stream that I don't think there are great characters in this game, there isn't.
Successful.
But the writing
You won't bother
is
those
really good.
blessed by Lord
When it
Sheogorath.
needs to be, you can see that writing.
Will die trying to get the
Writing
keys
has
from my child.
gone so bad in recent years in gaming, and you go back and you play a game from 2006, and the writing is so much better. Everything sounds like it should, and the characters speak like characters should in a universe like this, and I don't know, writing has just straight off a cliff.
Try him if you like. But I'm bored with you. Why don't you talk to Nanette? There's one sure way to stop a tongue from flapping. Cut it out. Shall I demonstrate?
That was a bit violent, wasn't it?
I feel like I'm so tired.
Well, let's see what you sell,
Oh.
actually. Presume you don't sell anything good. No. But I can sell stuff to you. Yeah, see, I got a lot of this. I don't really use alchemy that much. Nern root though, or I have to keep. Because I still have that quest to do. I still haven't done it.
See you.
I think how she just goes back to the sleepy animation.
What?
Yogr.
I'm Jared Iceveins.
Do you ever wonder why things look better without their skin on? For instance, you can only really see the bones when you take them out. You can hear them better that way, too.
What the hell is going on here?
I want him dead. I need him dead. His bones are calling to me. Rumor has it you want him dead.
I do.
If you're any good with a lockpick, we can help each other out. We can get into the gardens of flesh and bone. They say the gatekeeper's magical. I don't believe in magic, but I do believe in bones. And the best way to kill something is with the bones of its own. I can see the bones of a dead gatekeeper in the courtyard of the... You'll pick that lock, and I'll collect the bones. Here.
Do you know
take
what?
this
Fuck it.
lockpick. Careful.
I like this
It's
guy.
the only one I've got.
I like this guy. Is this the one? No. Okay, I want to make sure that you can all see on the stream / video. Yeah, it's visible. I pop the brightness up just slightly. I'll just pop it up by 3, just so yeah. Yeah, makes it a bit more visible.
Hurry, pick that lock open. I can hear them in there.
Oh, it's only very easy. Well, the enemies, the enemies are just T-posing at me. Oh, that's brilliant. That is genuinely the first time that's happened. Oh wait, we still have one more. Is he just gonna T-pose at me? What the hell? That's so strange. Honestly, like, I will admit, like, I've had a relatively bug-free experience. My game has crashed twice in like 35 hours, and also there was one time where one quest, I think, oh yeah, it was one of the quests after the Siege of Kafach, when you're just about to get like the Emperor's ring or whatever it is,
Should we...
and the NPCs didn't follow me in. That's it. Is he gonna be glitched now too? Is this just it? Is it just as I'm talking about how I had a relatively bug-free experience? Just go to the main menu and go back in, see if it fixes it. Do. Okay, let's talk to this fella again, maybe.
I'm for it. You can...
Yeah, gatekeeper.
And
Yep.
Here. Should we... Follow me.
Okay, we'll just follow him again, and hopefully we'll fix it. This DLC is very interesting. I really didn't know what to expect from it, to be honest. And also, I forgot to mention, with the graphics, just look at the skyboxes. They're just unbelievable.
Hurry, pick that lock open. I can hear them in there.
Oh, he walked further than he got last time. Okay. Aha, there we
Get
go.
this over with. I'm just warming up.
Oh, they're not T-posing. Oh, no, they are. Well, there you go. These enemies peephole for whatever reason. There, you can activate the bones now, mate.
Here we are, from these gatekeepers. Find me in a The arrow. I can hear. Goodbye.
Okay, I presume... What do I need here? I need a key. Now, who else can I talk to? We'll go back to the town and we'll talk to some people just to see what the other options are. I think my restoration is nearly level 100. Just spam some spells. Let's see what this NPC has to say first before we make our decision.
It's so hard to... Hello? What was that? It's just down the road from...
The gatekeeper.
Mina's crowning achievement. The gatekeeper keeps out people who don't belong in the Shivering Isles. She made him in the Gardens of Flesh and Bone. Oh, and this is really interesting. Wait.
Let's do some persuasion.
That's safe for me.
So you actually don't really need to do any persuasion.
Sure, that's cute. Don't waste your flattery on me. Is that so?
No!
That's amazing. That thank for me. Thank you.
Is that the maximum I can get to this position?
You're good. It's...
No.
I've been dying to tell someone. You seem trustworthy. Her gatekeeper is flawed. Her tears hurt him. Her tears somehow agitate the Daedra bound to the gatekeeper's body. Her tears make it really restless. It strains harder against... She may seem like a tough woman, but the gatekeeper makes her all weepy. Just don't tell her I said anything. Bye.
Okay. My speech is 7. What? Well, actually, in fairness, anytime I had to do that, I usually just use the scroll on them. And just trick them instead of actually using the speech thing. So fair enough. Okay, so she goes at midnight. So then, let's see. We'll jump up here and just wait for, see what happens. God, this is already a really cool start to this DLC, this quest. The way that's 2 different ways to do it anyway, I think. And it is so funny playing this game now after playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was like the best RPG ever made in terms of reactivity and different ways to do quests. Or the best kind of like first person Bethesda-y style, like this style of RPG. I won't make that statement for other styles, but this one definitely. Okay, we're gonna do a quick save because my stealth is useless.
With the other boys. They are weak, and you are strong. Seeing you warms my cold heart. Why has he forsaken us? I'm sorry, child. It's just too much for me. I must leave now. No, not now. Don't you remember what happened last time you touched my tears? Keep away.
Oh, this is actually very depressing. This is very depressing. No, I just want the handkerchief. I also want to loot these guys just in case they have something cool. Run, 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 run. Ah. Well, there you go. I feel for a giant orc that's that has a sword for an arm is trying to kill me. Yeah, what did they say? Come back in a few hours for the arrows? Oh wait, this isn't even the Shivering Isles, isn't it, when I said that? This is the Fringe. Or maybe this is the Shivering Isles, I don't know. Hello, good sir, your arrow... Oh, just ruined your shelf. Are your arrows done? I don't think they are. I think he said 12 hours, did he?
We should... The arrows are ready. Let's go kill the gatekeeper. Let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Gatekeeper. But unfortunately, even though I do feel really bad for you, your time is coming to an end. Oh, my restoration is level 98. I'm nearly there. Just charge up my weapon. Oh, fuck, I always do that. I press square instead of X. See, I need to, like, enchant my own weapons, but I just haven't done it yet. Might as well just use up all these little petty ones to get them out of my inventory. Yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. That'll do, donkey. Now, let's go kill an ogre. Poor guy. He was just wiping his mother's tears away. Ah! Koopa, welcome. Long time. Well, I say long time, I don't stream very often, so you know. It's a long time for me and you. How are you? I did like a review portion at the start of the stream. So that when people click the VOD, they have like a review to watch. That's good. That's good. Good to hear. Now, shoot him with the arrows. Yeah, this remake is great. It's really fun. This is my first time playing the DLC as well, so this is all new to me as well, which is actually, it's worked out great. Because a lot of the content that I was playing in the base game, I knew. So, Gatekeeper Bone Arrow. I'm sorry.
We need to get through the gate. Let's go. The gatekeeper is slain. Congratulations. The gatekeeper's dead. As soon as you get those doors unlocked. See you later.
Do you want to go mania or dementia?
So, you've managed to kill the gatekeeper. Pity. Well,
Oh, here we
you'll
go.
now
He's
be
going to
able
answer my
enter the
question.
realm proper. You'll notice there are 2 doors. One leads to the lands of mania, the other to dementia. Enter through either one.
The
You'll
lands
want
are
to
quite
seek out Lord
distinct.
Sheogorath.
Dementia.
The lands of dementia reflect the darker side of its residents. It is easy to get lost among the If you wish to meet dementia's citizens, seek them out in Deep Wallow or...
Ah, so I want to go to
The
mania.
lands of
Okay.
Mania are bright, vibrant. If you wish to meet the residents of Mania, you'll... Though the citizens and creatures of Mania are colorful, they can all... My work is
Okay.
never done.
I want to go to mania. Wait, that's the gates of madness. Why? I'm very confused. Blessing of Mania added to the player's inventory. What is this? What's it be? Frenzy. Okay, well we're into the gates of Mania, I guess. Now, how big is this map? Oh no, okay, I see. So then is this just a full, like a little map of mini stuff? Like it's literally just a mini Oblivion?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Why are they T-posing? I don't want to stay with this fella. He's pretty interesting. What's he even doing?
We should go hunting soon. See you later.
Yeah, I just fought a couple more of them, Koopa, before when you joined. And all four of them just T-posed at me, and then the NPC glitched out. And I had to reload the save. So, it's a true Bethesda experience. I mean no harm. Oh, I didn't even mean to pick that up. Yeah, like I'll always say I don't mind the Bethesda glitches. They're part of the fun. Like to a certain extent they're bad. Like if you get game breaking bugs or glitches that stop quests or whatever, that's obviously bad. But those little dumb things, they add to the experience so much. And I feel like a lot of reviewers are afraid to say that because they know they'll get backlash for defending bugs, but I'm telling you now, it's part of the fun. If a Bethesda experience is... Like, how many funny clips have you seen of, like... I don't know, like the troll launching you up into the air in Skyrim, or the moonwalking horse, or, you know, whatever. There's just so many different ones. Let's actually go to a cave. Here we go. This will be a test to see if the caves are any better. Grumite Painbringer. Very literal name, isn't it? Jesus Christ, it's very... See, my room is very bright. Oh no, I can see Grant. Cool. Okay, I actually want to level up my my one-handed instead of just using magic. Because I have this super powerful skill. And it just makes me not want to use my sword. Okay, well at least this is a completely new dungeon style. Now I presume, if I were to take a guess, that after 5 dungeons you'd start to notice a pattern. But right now this is new. Does anybody play Bethesda games in third person? I never do it. It just feels weird. 360 magic spell. Oh yeah. Did you like that? I'll put that in my Oblivion montage. Yeah, like this just, it actually feels wrong. Oh, they're dropping, I actually need lockpicks. Now, in fairness, I do think GTA in first person is really good. But yeah, Minecraft in third person, though. Only weirdos do that. Or if you're playing... Oh, apologies. If you're playing Minecraft survival games and you needed to look around the corner. There you go. Yeah, see, GTA never has... like, GTA has never been a fun game to play. As in... It just doesn't, like... No, Rockstar, and I presume it's deliberate. They do not know how to make a game feel good. I think that's their biggest problem. And probably the reason why I don't like them as much as everyone else does. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, it's just... I always thought it was like the trade-off for just having a really cinematic game. But then you play Last of Us Part 2 and you're like, oh, they, like, you can make a cinematic game feel good to play. Oh, wait, what's this? Found an unusual item called a matrix. It looks like a mold of some kind. Seems magical. I should ask around. Cool. Like, I actually, like, GTA 4 is an awful game, like, feel-wise. I dislike that these feckers are silencing me because it's literally the majority of my build. Oh yeah, I played GTA 3 there, and obviously it's a, you know, it's a PS5 port or the PS2 game, so of course things are gonna feel fairly primitive. But Jesus Christ, the mission structure in that game is awful. Are you an ent? Are you an enemy? It's Treebeard. Can I speak to you now? I come in peace. Feckin' silence and arrows, are you serious? No. I just want the lockpick, that's all. This is where it came from. No. Is it? I really don't know. Oh, there's enemies here. So this is the way. $99% of the time it's not even worth looting things. Because you get like 3 gold and I have like 50,000 gold. I need to do something with this wire. Because it's annoying me. If in doubt, go left. Even though this is technically straight, but... This almost looks like it's a quest where I have to free all these people. These Ents. Treebeard and his pals. And I think they're glitched. Are you glitched? I think the other fecker is glitched, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, no, I thought... Oh, no. For whatever reason, I thought I did a lot of damage. It doesn't. Okay, go on, Treebeard. Kill them all. Why can't they get past? What's going on? Why is there an invisible wall there? Here, am I... This is weird. He's stuck on the invisible wall as well. I have experienced more bugs in this, God knows, 30 minutes of playing this DLC than I think I did in my whole playthrough of the base game. This is pretty rough. And they keep putting drain magicka on me, like. Wait, is that a disease I have? God damn it. God damn it, Leroy. Okay, I don't know. I am getting destroyed. He's just stuck on that wall. Fair play to you, mate. Let's just let him enjoy the rest of his day, you know? Stuck on an invisible wall. Kind of want to get out of this dungeon, to be honest. Oh, goodbye. The spell is just too good. I'll save you, don't worry. Took me a while to get used to the lock picking. Yo! My restoration is now level 100. Oh, we can level up too. Am I right in saying that this had a level cap? The original? Or was that Fallout 3? Because I totally forget. A Grumite Cleaver, is that better than my weapon? 14? No. Hollowed Stump. Got some amber as well. Now I wonder how many types of dungeons there is in the DLC. These yokes. You do not want to have a mage build for this place. Because they do not care. They will drain your magicka all day. Don't know how that broke, but... Oh yeah. Gnarls Barkley. Greaves of spell consumption. That looks like heavy armor to me. Light armor. Oh. Fair enough. I have a feeling there's going to be a quest to collect like 100 madness ore. And I don't know why. I just feel like that's the thing. Like the pit from Fallout 3. Not a very good DLC. Cool location. Well, a cool location in premise. But when you're walking around and just collecting... Was it steel? Yeah, it was a steel mill, wasn't it? It's enough fun. Any plans for the weekend? No, not really. Usually my plans are to play golf if I can get that going. It all just depends on if there's people that want to play. I'll just chill, make videos. See, this is the thing now. I'm working. Well, I work 10 to 6 every day, so like it's mostly the weekend is time for making videos and stuff. So that's why I'm streaming today. Might edit videos tomorrow. Probably record a retribution video as well. So it's, you know, that's usually what the time is used for now. What about you?
Mad gods. The Maz can guard Crucible and New Shadow. Walk with our Lord. Mad. Walk with our Lord.
You are the same character model. Let's go to the town because I need to repair my armor anyway. My armor skill is not good enough. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I might go. I'll probably end up with my parents tomorrow for dinner or something like that. But hopefully I'll be playing golf in the morning because golf is my happy place. The Hill of Suicides, oh my god. Or I'm on YouTube, sorry. Self-unalive or whatever. Shit, you can fuck off. That's one way to get a whole video demonetized. Yeah, oh, Cooper, do you play golf? Well, there's a lot of great courses around. Like, Ireland is just literally I am within 10-15 minute drive of myself. I couldn't even count off the top of my head how many golf courses there are, and there's one not too far from me that's like a top 100 golf course in the world. Now, way too expensive. All the courses, like, The one I play is like €32 for 18 holes, which is cheap. And then you can get, there's another one not too far, you can get 18 for like 20, 25. They're not like big serious golf courses, but like there's other ones around me where like you pay 80 or 100 quid a round. I'm just in no position to do that right now. Nor will I probably ever be, or even if I was, I'm not sure if I'd do it. I don't know if I could justify spending that much money. Like, at one point I will play on a fancy golf course, just because why not? You know, once off, just spend 100 quid, make a cool day out of it. But you couldn't do it regularly or you'd literally be broke, so... See, I think if you golf like every so often, it's not that expensive. Like, if you take, you can get used clubs for cheap. You can get golf clothes for cheap. Like, all in all, if you went onto like a, I don't know what do they call it in America? Over here it's adverts or done deal, but in America it's like Craigslist or whatever you call it, or eBay or something. You could probably get a decent set of used golf clubs for like 150, 200 quid with a bag with a couple of balls. And then you just buy some cheap golf stuff in a cheap shop. Probably only cost you 50, 60 quid. And then there you go. That's like an investment, like a long-term investment, of course, because you don't just use them things once. And then, like, I don't know what it's like where you are, Koopa, but you can get, especially if you play during the week or if you only do 9 holes or something, like, you can. I think 9 holes near me in a good golf course is like €18, you know. And it's a great 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how busy it is or how many people are playing. Like, I think there's very few things that you'd spend that much money on that you'd get as much enjoyment and or fulfillment out of. Because you'd go to the cinema and watch a movie for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and it would cost you what, like, let me think, like the cheapest you get to go to a movie now is 20, 25 euro, you know, for 2 hours. Golf, if you spend, obviously you have the investment of clubs and stuff, but that is something that you can use, like, golf clubs last. Like, you could buy a cheap used set of golf clubs and they could genuinely last you 10 or 15 years. So, if you spread the cost of it over, it is actually a fairly negligible cost. But, yeah, I don't know, there's very few things. It's the same when I hear people talk about games. And they're like, oh, this game costs $70 and I only got 25 hours out of it. It's like, find me anything that you put $70 in, then you get 25 hours enjoyment out of it. If that is what you're worried, like if you're worried about time per dollar spent or whatever, you know. Yeah, see, Ireland is, as you can imagine, very wet and rainy, so a lot of good golf courses close during the winter because, well, for a couple of weeks of the year, like maybe a month, we get like freezing temperatures. So the place would be frozen, but also it's just a lot of rain, so they're literally like swamps. And the course that I play, it's not like a serious golf course. They stay open all year round, but like the place is like a swamp. Yeah, there's a cinema chain over here called Odeon. And they do Odeon Limitless. I think it's like 14, 15 euro a month, and it's unlimited. So it's fine, like it's good, but I don't know. I don't go to the cinema that often, so every time I do go, I like to get like popcorn or nachos or something. So that's, like, I remember one time me and my girlfriend went to the cinema. I forget what movie we went to see, and it was like 50, 60 euro. Like, it's crazy. Now, we don't do it that often, so I don't mind, you know, spending money. If I was a proper cinephile, which is just, I don't like that word whatsoever. Any word that has file on the end of it, no. I'm a cinema enjoyer, you know. That's a bit, that's what I would call myself if I was into films, but I wouldn't be able to get popcorn and all that. You just can't have a word with foil at the end of it and not automatically think of the most negative version or the most negative one. So
What? Have you caught my act yet? I'm Fatal, the juggler. I'm sure. Oh, who am I kidding?
the worst juggler in the world.
Poison. I'd better get back.
But yeah, I'm like, I golf casually, but I do it as often as I can. Just because it's just such a great, it's good exercise, first of all. I carry my bag, so like your bag is probably 15 kilos all in all. Like a bag is maybe a kilo. You have 14 clubs, probably average maybe 600-700 grams out of that per club. You're carrying some golf balls. You're carrying at least like a liter of water, which is another kilo of water. Like a golf bag probably weighs in and around 15 kilos. So you're walking for 4.5 hours, or if you only play 9 holes, like 2.5, 3, depending. And carrying a ball or carrying a 15 kilo bag, as well as the course that I play is very hilly. Like there's literally a hole where you're walking up a hill like that steep. Well, maybe not that. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's a very steep hole anyway, and it's a long one. So it's decent exercise. Obviously, you're getting fresh air. It's a good place for a chat, like if you have the right group of people that you go out with. And it's like that sort of thing. The whole like mental health side of it is priceless, you know.
Quickly, mortal.
So I've no problem spending money on golf. To a certain extent, of course. At one point, I will get a membership, but there was a course near me that I wanted to sign up for, and it was like within walking distance. I could literally, you know, sling my clubs on my back and walk to it in 10-15 minutes. And I emailed them, and the membership, the yearly membership, was like 1,100, which isn't too bad. Like a cheap golf course here is like 600-700 for a yearly membership. And 1,100 spread across 52 weeks, it's actually not that much. And this is a really nice golf course. I think it has an 18, a 9-hole, and a driving range, so it's pretty nice and it's close. And I was like, do you know what? I think I will do it. So I emailed them, and then there's a 10 grand signing on fee. So all in all, it would have cost me like 1,100 for my first year. No, that's not happening. I don't have 10 grand to spare, unless somebody wants to donate 10,000 to me right now.
Well, look, a new arrival. Shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them.
Thank you.
I suppose an introduction is in order. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them. You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so, or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them. But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far, farther than anyone else. Well done. Take this trinket of mine. Perhaps it will serve you well, or look lovely on your corpse.
He's kind of Irish, kind of Scottish. Kind of sounds like a pirate.
I've been waiting for you.
Maybe he is a pirate, is he?
Or someone other than you for some time. I need a champion, and you've got the job. Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes, even Daedric princes, especially Daedric princes. Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am. The Grey March is coming, and you're going to stop it. The details aren't important, at least not right now. Eternity is on a rather tight deadline. We'll get back to that later. Now, you run an errand for me, an important one. Of course, anything I tell you to do is important. My realm, my rules. You're going to Zedilian, one of my favorite spots in the Isles. It's a little place I used to take care of unwanted visitors. And some The gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted. But anyway, there are those that have other ways into my... So, you're going to get Zedillion up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how. And the Attenuator of Judgment. Of course, you can always get more details from Haskell. Now, get going, before I... You can go now. Run along, scoot.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool character.
The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your
And he's the
copious
Alfred.
talent should be able to handle it.
Of course.
Yes, quite an amazing place, really. Wonderful for relieving one's tension as you watch those troublesome adventurers suffer. I'd say your next move is to head...
Okay. Okay, I need to find a bed, and I need to find a blacksmith to to repair my gear.
Citizen.
Will you point me in the right direction? No.
Go.
Will you point me in the right direction? Oh, so that's the good one. Okay. It's all yin and yang. Okay, give me a blacksmith. That's all I need. And a bed. Oh, there's a big drop.
Yes? Away, mortal. I haven't time for your chatter.
Fimian gone. Bye-bye. Go find Fimian hungry. Herod.
I was gonna give you some money, Vimian. No directions, no?
Go.
Please tell me there's... Ah, yes, okay.
Hi.
I was like, oh no, there's no shops. Common treasures, that's not what I want. The missing cauldron. What are you doing? Who is this person?
Don't mind me. I'm a...
The walls aren't safe.
You don't, do you? Well, it's lucky you... Oh, there's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? I've seen some people sleeping out on the street, but they huddle too close to the walls. I need some... There are walls and statues and all sorts of things that can fall on me. But if you find me a good... Oh, don't. Remember,
Okay.
walk lightly and always look up.
Wait, so this lad is just perpetually walking from left to right so he isn't... Oh, this is actually funny. This is genuinely funny. Something I've been saying a fair bit about games recently, which is, you know, it's really hard for a game to be funny.
Just keep your eyes on the menu and off of sheer meatish.
Can I...
Bye.
There has to be a blacksmith somewhere.
Do you have... Sorry, I keep forgetting... Wait, this
What?
is yesterday's future. I'm the one that's confused. Anyway, you're going to help me find...
Caliber and tongs,
calibers and-
okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, so for once, those items will actually be useful. If I can find them. I've probably seen about 300 of them, and now that I actually need them, I won't be able to find them.
Yes?
Aha, blacksmith.
What?
Hello, I'm Dumag Grobonk, best and prettiest smith in town. I know the secret. What is your...
Oh,
Now, how...
forge armor, helmet.
Don't know...
Okay, so we need to find Amber.
I'm sure I have something here you can use. I can accept. You've got a good deal there. I can accept that. You've got a good deal there.
May as well
That seems
sell all
fair.
this crap.
That's a good deal. You've got a good deal.
You
That seems fair to me. Seems a
thank
fair
you.
bargain to me. If you need... I can make just about anything look good as new. Bye.
Thank you. Now I need to find a bed. I literally just need to sleep for 1 hour. to level up. Did he need calipers? I think he did. Like, how didn't I find a bed in here? Oh, well, actually, aren't them doors upstairs unlocked, or they're just hard locks? Can I do a very hard lock first time? Oh, look at that. Ah, feck off. There isn't even a... Like, I can't buy a bed off you, can I?
Speak.
Oh.
You want to stay here for a night, eh? The room is... Very well. You want the room?
That wasn't there the first time, I don't think.
Bye.
Oh, I picked the wrong one. Sleep for an hour. And what was I put? I was putting them all into this, wasn't I? And... yeah. Okay. Relatively short stream. But I have editing to do. Have to take Arlo out. I also have to make dinner. And I have to shower as well. So I could smell like shit for all you know. And you can't even smell me. So there you go. But I thank you everybody for watching. I will be certainly playing more of this game. More Shivering Isles. I want to at least beat Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. And then I'll probably be done with Oblivion. Like, if I check the trophies here. Like, I haven't done the Dark Brotherhood. I haven't done the Thieves Guild or the Fighters Guild. So, what I like to do is usually leave some of the faction quests for either, like, for a new playthrough. So that next time when I go back, I won't do the Mages Guild. I'll just do the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild or whatever. So that's usually how I play these games. Because I know at some point I will want to replay Oblivion. But this is a great remaster. I recommend it to anybody who likes Bethesda games. It is great. It has plenty of problems. Performance. Weird graphical issues. The game itself feels old. It's an old game. That's to be expected. But for the price, great remaster. And I cannot wait for Fallout 3 remasters. Thank you everybody for watching. To be honest, I would like to tell you the content plans, but I don't know what they are because my brain has been absolutely fried with starting that new job and absolutely being miserable and hating it. So I will figure stuff out. Videos will be made somehow on this and Retribution. But until the next video or stream, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.